guys, Chef Deshawn here. Today I am going to make for you a grilled steak with a sweet and spicy hoisin sauce. I'm also going to make a corn custard, and we're going to have haricots verts. Haricots verts is a French green bean. So I've already started cutting up the shallots. They'll be thinly sliced for the marinade for the steak. I also have some diced, so thinly sliced. You're gonna slice it as thin as you can. If you have a mandolin, that's always good if you're feeling ambitious. Sometimes that can be a little tricky and dangerous. I've also cut up the garlic. And we're also going to grate some ginger. And it's about a teaspoon ginger. You're also gonna have some soy sauce. You're gonna have some crushed red peppers. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take these ingredients along with some sugar, and you're going to also add some chicken stock. That's about 5 to 7 minutes. Once you've done that, let it cool down a little bit. Also for the corn custard, the corn custard, you're going to have some corn. You could do fresh, frozen, or canned. I like to do fresh, then frozen, canned being last because it has a lot of sodium in it. Once you boil your corn, you're gonna go ahead and cut it off. So, and you're basically gonna keep the milk of the corn. That's gonna go into your corn custard. Okay, this is about enough. About a teaspoon. You don't want too much. I mean, you can add more. It depends on how you, if you like a lot of ginger. I guess I could do more because I actually like. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more just because I like ginger. Maybe not shallots, but you can also substitute it and have like onions. No big deal. Garlic is always good to have. That's a good staple to have when you're different meals. This is more than enough. This is the so now that we've done all that, so in the pot I have a half a cup of chicken stock. I am going to get, okay, so I'm gonna have some hoisin sauce. I'm also going to do soy sauce. We're also gonna have some raw honey and peppers. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the mixture in. I'm doing like roughly 3 tablespoons. And I can pretty much eyeball it. And that should be about it. So you're gonna add your soy sauce. Okay, so certain people in the house don't like spicy foods, so we're not gonna add a whole lot. Add some of the raw honey, and that's just to give the sweetness to it. Again, I'm eyeballing it, but I will give you the recipe. Link below. I'm eyeballing everything, so I will give you the recipe. Also, you want to add a little bit of oil, not a lot, because you're going to add oil later. Just a little. Now I'm going to add in my ingredients. Please excuse me. Yes, I have a cap on because we're still going through Corona. Okay, and now we're going to do our shallots. And we're gonna let this cook down just a little, about 5 to 7 minutes. It's going to thicken up, of course. So we're gonna let this cook down and let it thicken up. We're gonna leave it alone, and we're gonna start working on our corn custard. So once again, I've added to the chicken stock a little bit of oil. I've added the hoisin sauce, the soy sauce, honey, some crushed red peppers, the shallots, and the garlic. We're gonna let this cook down about 5-7 minutes. high heat. Then you're gonna let it simmer just a little bit until everything, the shallots and the garlic are tender. And then we'll cut it off. So there you have it. That's your marinade sauce. Okay, so it's basically pretty much cooked down. So we're gonna turn it off and we're gonna let it cool down so that we can use it as a marinade. So just to give you a little background, again, my name is Chef D. Sharon. I have been cooking since I was 9 years old. I always had a passion for it. I am a flight attendant full-time for a major commercial airline. But a couple of years ago, I decided to pursue my culinary dreams. Went to culinary school, graduated with honors, and now I am pursuing being a personal chef, along with still being a flight attendant. And hopefully you'll see me a lot more on YouTube and Instagram. Once again, I am on Instagram, Chef D. Sharon. And I will have Facebook coming soon. I'm not a big social media person, but I'm trying to get out there. Once again, I will give you the recipe to everything, and hopefully you'll see me once a week when I'm not flying the friendly skies. And hopefully if you are flying and you see me, come up to me, speak to me, say hi, so we can share some culinary experiences, and hopefully you'll be a loyal follower. If you have any questions, just let me know. Give me a call or send me an email. I'll give you all that information once again, linked below. Okay, so now that we've let it cool off, I did add a little bit of butter while I had some downtime, just to kind of make it, a little bit more buttery. So you can take this two ways. You can either do a marinade for it, let it sit in the marinade for about 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes up to 4, and then you can pan sear or grill it. The weather's a little gloomy today, so we're not gonna take it out to the grill. We're actually gonna do it on the stove. Go ahead and put it in the blender. Okay, I'll clean it up. And it smells amazing. Okay. I'm gonna puree it if you're gonna have it as a sauce. I'm gonna leave it, you wanna make sure that you keep it warm, because it's supposed to be a sauce and it's gonna be, you want warmness over warm. You don't want it cold, a cold sauce over something hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and just leave this here for now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the steaks out. Now, typically you want to have them room temperature, and they haven't been in the refrigerator. I had them in the refrigerator for just a little bit, so they're not like cold. You want them room temperature so that they cook evenly. I want to season them. You can season however you want. I like it kind of basic, salt and pepper. Let me just put my handy little pepper. Alright. A little bit of salt. I'm gonna get some tongs, so I don't want to keep washing my hands over and over again. Turn them over and pepper both sides. Okay, so I put in some oil, just enough to cover like the bottom of the pan. I decided to use a cast iron skillet. Of course, because I'm not going out to the grill today. You see, it's kind of gloomy. You're gonna want to let it get hot, like hot, once you put your steaks in there. So you're gonna have to cook them evenly on both sides. So if you do 4 minutes on one side, you're gonna do 4 minutes on the other side. 5 minutes on one side, 5 minutes on the other side. So it has to be evenly cooked. depending on how done you want it. Most of us in our household, well, there's only 2 of us, we like it medium rare. But if you want it well done, you're gonna want to cook it a little bit longer. And it's also depending on the thickness. I did get some these are loin. I didn't want it too thin, so pick these guys and hopefully they'll be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the steaks in. Pause it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put the steaks in. Yeah. Just gonna do a few pieces and plate it so that I can go on to the rest of the stuff to plate, which is the corn custard and the haricot vert. Take these 3 and put them here. Since someone likes theirs more rare than I'm gonna take a little bit of the steak sauce that I made and I'm just gonna put it all around it. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the onion. Sauteed mushrooms. But this is good for now. Okay, so we're gonna do the corn for the corn custard. Again, like I said, I like to do fresh corn, boil it, and then cut it off the cob. So if you live in Los Angeles and you go to Ralph's, they have 5 for like $2 on sale. I'm sorry, I just like saying that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting it. I want to use a smaller knife just because I'm doing it inside the bowl. Everybody has their own way of doing it. This is just mine. You want to try to get about 2 cups. Which we're gonna need like some heavy whipping cream. I love cream. We did it. We got pretty much all of it off. And I'm gonna finish out the other one. Okay, so now we're going to do for the cream, corn custard, excuse me. We're gonna put the cream, the heavy whipping cream, some cayenne pepper, and salt. We're gonna bring it to a simmer, and then we'll finish the rest of it. Okay, so I'm gonna add the corn to the cream. All this simmer, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so while this is simmering, I'm gonna go ahead and butter my ramekins for it. So you're gonna just let this simmer a little bit, and you definitely want to season to taste. I like it a little spicy. My other half does not. So I'm gonna just add, I've only added a pinch of cayenne. If it was just me eating it, I would add a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and butter up my ramekins now. I'm just gonna take some softened butter and butter them up. I like to use my hand. I remember when I was little, my grandmother always wanted to use a paper towel. Couldn't understand why, because my hands still got greasy, but okay. Taking the corn custard out of the oven. I'm gonna take them out of the water bath, and then I'll be ready to plate them in a minute, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the haricot vert. Okay, so now we're gonna do the haricot vert, and we're just gonna saute it just to bring it, you know, back up to temperature, because they've been, we put it in a water bath, the ice bath, and now you're just kind of wanting to mix it in, and season it a little. Just kind of toss them. And this only takes literally a couple of minutes. Once you toss it, then you're ready to plate it like this. Just kind of tossing them a little bit. And I did a mixture of butter and oil. That is my corn custard. And yeah, these are ready. So we're ready to plate them. Okay, so here's the end product. You have steak with air Colbert, and there is corn custard. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and like me. And I hope to see you guys in the Friendly Skies, and I hope you guys will be loyal followers. Have a good night. Till next time.